You are now tuned into the ultimate sounds of Fathers from the Hood.
Hey, talk to me. How y'all doing today? Talk to me. Hey, my name is Dan Black. Y'all in the privileged position. We have another episode of the Fathers from the Hood podcast. Hey, man, you're sitting at home. You ain't doing nothing with yourself. You got your phone in front of your face anyway. You're just sitting there watching life pass you by. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and do something that's going to improve your future. You know what I'm saying?
All that. We in the building, you know what I'm saying? Swang.
Go ahead and support.
Man, LMC, you know what I'm saying? Fathers from the Hood, you're now tuned into the ultimate sounds. You know what I'm saying? We got another special guest in the building. I'm talking about one of the greatest performers I've ever seen.
One of the greatest?
Yeah, one of them. You know what I'm saying? In the flesh, though. You know
sure.
what I'm saying? Incredible father. Went through amazing story. Got an amazing story to tell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My man, JTruth.
Hey, make some noise for JTruth, y'all. Hey.
Swang.
Light, love, and positive vibes. I'm here with my
sir.
boys.
Yes, sir. We finally got him here. Hey, so like we said, man, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe button. Go ahead to the radio station. We got a whole lot going on. This is a real nonprofit, and we do have some avenues that we're reaching out into. But for now, go ahead and support the podcast. Yes, sir.
Swang.
If you haven't been and your daddy wasn't good, go ahead and tell him,
kids, I'm gonna be a better father than he ever was.
That part. Hold on. We in the building. Hold on.
Hey, but yeah, man, all jokes aside, like El said, man, we got a very special guest in this place. We are very privileged to have him in our presence.
Yes.
This dude is very busy. He's very wanted, you know what I'm saying? And he's very talented, you know what I'm saying? And along all those other things, aside from that, he's also a dedicated dad, and we'll get into his story, man. Go ahead and make some noise, JTruth. Tell him how it is, man. Give him a little bit about yourself, man. Talk to him.
I am originally, guys, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
PA.
I've been in Vegas the last 10 years.
Okay.
I'm a performer, full entertainer.
Swang.
Just got a huge faith in God. And as we get ready to tell this story and unravel some things, I hope that your guys can relate as well as connect with me. Because that's what the longevity is connection. And I want to have that with you guys watching and listening right now.
Swang.
Right now. Yeah, man, like I said, so real quick, L, we kind of had some mutual partners and some mutual relationships that we kind of, worked with last week. Right. We kind of introduced ourselves with, and L was there, you know what I'm saying? L had a vision for us, for our nonprofit. He wanted us to be a center for dads to go in and rehabilitate themselves, really worship and engulf themselves in the likeness of being a dad, a provider, a man, humble, and just a great character. So L had this idea. Me, I was like, man, should we do that? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But then next door we had a facility that does the exact same thing L had, and we went, right?
We did.
We went there. We chopped up game. We got some knowledge. We met some of the leaders of the organization, and when we're there, L, coincidentally met someone that he knows very well, and that's JTruth. You know what I'm saying? So it's only right.
Right.
It's only right. So when they see Keeping It Real, when y'all see it, it's only right that we kind of bring everybody together. We kind of just want to make sure that dads have a good sound support system. Yep. And they do other things. But real quick before we get into it, when we talk about fatherhood, how was it growing up in Philly? And did you have your dad growing up? You know what I'm saying?
No, I did not have my dad growing up, but I had a stepdad who didn't make me feel any different. He raised me since I was 9 months old. Good. Wasn't the best communicator, I guess, due to his own upbringing. Right. But you can tell he loves you. His actions prove more than his words, you know?
That's good.
But yeah, I didn't have a dad. I didn't really know too much about how different it played a part in my life because to me it's just normal. Right. Growing up, okay, my mom, I got a stepdad, cool. My dad comes over every once in a while. But as I got older, I started to see the importance of him being gone. Okay. Which is making me do the things I am doing currently in my life and overcoming right now in my life so I could be the total opposite of who he was to me.
Okay, copy that. I know Philly is real hard. When we young, we look at Rocky. You know what I'm saying? The first few scenes of Rocky when he jogging down them grimy looking streets, and it's crazy.
Or the Fresh Prince, you know what I mean?
Or Fresh Prince. I'm saying, okay. Flip turned upside down.
Keep going.
But when it comes to certain ideas or when we picture Philly, a lot of people view it as a gritty place, a real hard community. How is it, bro? How was it?
I mean, it is. It's exactly what they say it is. It's the trenches for real, man. Okay. And, a lot of opioids, a lot of people shooting up at the L's and the train stations above ground, so they're in the steps. Right. Before you walk upstairs, getting it in. You know, New York, Philly, New Jersey, I believe. You know, it's not like Vegas to where like, okay, when I first came here, I got introduced to the Hard Rock, the one that was on Las Vegas Boulevard at the time.
At the cafe.
At the cafe.
Yeah.
And at that time, somebody stepped on my shoes while I was walking out the door.
Okay.
And this is me a week, maybe 2 weeks into Vegas.
Okay.
All right.
He told me sorry and then tried to clean my shoe off, like to help me. What? And I just looked at him like, yo, bro, you got to chill. Because I don't know what that's like.
Right.
Over there in the East Coast, you keep your head down. If they ask you, you're fine. You say yes. You don't burden people with your problems.
You keep going, right.
You know, nobody wants to hear good morning, or you get the good. Is that no cursing here?
No, you do what you want,
you
bro.
say good morning and fuck you in the same sentence, or you say good morning, they be like, "What the fuck? What are you doing? You weird."
What the hell?
But what the hell? But with the helly berry. But then you come over here, and I got a chance to experience a different type of culture and understanding with people here that I would have never gotten if I would have never had the motivation to say, yo, I'm gonna take this opportunity. I'm leaving Vegas. I'm leaving Philly. I'm coming to Vegas.
Right.
And the moment I came here,
it's crazy.
It could swallow you, or it can give you opportunity, and it did exactly both to me. And I'm now seeing the better life of opportunity now that the obstacles are starting to be overcame. Because that nightlife is crazy when you're an artist.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Especially when you're stationed here. It ain't like I could do the club and then go back to a soft town.
Right.
I'm 3 miles away from all the BS. You know what I'm saying?
Engulfed in it, right?
Yeah, man.
Real quick, growing up in Philly with your father figure, some people think that if you had a figure or not, you'll grow up the same. I would like to think if you didn't have a father figure, you could go astray. Do you think your stepdad made a very strong impact into how you are governing yourself today?
So I want to say this to anybody listening. Whether you have one parent, a step parent, or two parents, I wouldn't say there's so much of a difference because they loved me, they cared. Of course, there was some ass whoopings and intolerable things that happened, but I maybe wouldn't have gotten it from my dad either because as he used to pick us up every once in the blue and I got a chance to really know him. I don't think now that I'm older and I can understand his mental, I don't think he would have been prepared anyway. Right. But I was never really instilled with certain morals that I built by solemnly focusing on, just my mother. And I think whether you have both parents or one, or none, it ultimately comes down to, and this is only my experience, it ultimately came down to I'm older now and I can hold, the morals of not having my dad or whatever as an excuse to not be better, or I can use what I say this in one of my songs, all the help that you didn't give was all the help that I needed.
Right. Hey, that's deep.
Hey,
so
that's a bar.
Yeah, so all the help that I
dropped the bomb on that bar.
Flex in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But all the help that I didn't get, and my mom is a great mother, but there was still some things I didn't get a chance to learn. We never had conversations or love in the kitchen, or if I had a song, show it safely, and everybody's gonna come around the table. Oh, look what our son did, or look what my brother did. It wasn't like that. It was really hard growing up. My mom was a strong, strict woman too. Right. But there was a lot of love there. Okay. And due to the fact that my dad wasn't present and my stepfather wasn't able to quite put her in her feminine. Or my mom just wasn't willing to be that. My mom was the hard one. So I grew up with nothing but women screaming and yelling all day. So when I met soft women leaving the city, I'm like,
this is breath of fresh air.
Where are you at? I'm coming to see you tomorrow.
Hey, I don't mean to be crazy, but when you say yelling, they say black and brown people yell all the time. I know I yell all the time. Sometimes I communicate easier when I yell. But when you say yelling, what background, racial background do y'all have?
Before I give you that, I didn't get to finish telling everybody, whether you got all parents or one, you can't use it as an excuse when you hit about the late 20s, early 30s, and moving forward from that. You come to a place of a personal grievance almost, and you got to kind of shed all the old stuff because you may never get closure from your family no matter how much you want it. You may never you may never get the conversations that you want that could be healing. So where does the healing come from if you can't get it from? It comes from within, So I've used my income to see what the outcome is going to be in the rest of my life. And I feel like whether you got one parent or both, there's going to come a threshold in your age group and in your life where you're going to have to make a decision whether that closure is that important to you or I'm gonna give it to myself and give it to God, and I'm gonna move forward, and I'm gonna take all the issues and negativity
And use it to fuel.
Somebody
at the door. They're gonna have to wait.
Right.
Yeah.
These other morals and things in my life, but the screaming. Let's get into that.
Yeah. Because my mama was black. She was yelling all the time. How was your mama, man?
You don't cry,
like that
blood.
too.
Wipe your fucking tears, boy. Like,
okay.
It wasn't so much toxic yelling in the house, like with like family members.
Okay.
It was just my mom would yell just to get the remote for the TV. Her only cadence is yell. But then what really threw me off growing up as a male in the house is the way that I was watching these women scream. Like
I see.
I didn't realize it till I had a woman, and I had kids, and I seen I play a role in this woman or my woman being soft, being having this soft area where she can talk a little bit more. She can converse better and soft, and as a woman, and not assertive. Like she got to protect herself against her own children because everything is just yelling. But
it's on the East Coast too. That's another excuse. You got to be rough and tough on the East Coast.
My mom don't got her coffee when she wake up. Don't talk to my mom till after the coffee hit.
That part.
The weather is a direct indication on what my mom's mood is gonna be.
If it's raining outside, stay away.
If it's raining, I don't talk to my mom.
She's cooking in the kitchen. She's in a good mood.
She's in a good mood. If I walk in the house and I smell fabuloso and a whole
you better help.
You better help or take your shoes off and go upstairs, because if you step foot with your dirty outside feet on that floor, she just mopped. Oh yeah, it's gonna get disrespectful in the house, brother.
What's your ethnic background, if you don't mind?
I'm Puerto Rican. I heard I got a dash of Cuban in me. Due to my father's generation.
It's the dash, huh?
Hey, we all the same, though. All us people of minority, all us people of color, we all the same, man. And it's refreshing to hear you say these things, because we looked at our mom, or I looked at my mom like, man, my mom a little crazy.
I think every culture does the same shit, just in their own way, so we classify it differently. But y'all screaming might be different. So like, I live
or a white mother screaming might be different.
Right now, I live with a group of Mexican people, and they're my favorite people in the world. They took me in as family. Actually, the person I'm bringing to Thursday's show.
Okay.
So,
let's talk about it. Give it a second. The person, my bad, go ahead.
I'm bringing her Thursday because I thought that one way to show her how special she is to me, and to say thank you for giving me that leap, picking me up when I was down, picking me up to giving me a space to dwell when I didn't have a home anymore, and I decided to leave my ex, and I decided to leave the BS of my life aside. She picked me up almost immediately, and through her, I started to rehabilitate. And because of her, I ended up at where you saw me, which I know we'll get into that, so I won't say nothing extra.
Okay.
But I'm gonna sing to her on Thursday at the R&B night, which he's about to drop.
Hey, we there.
Drop a bomb on that flex. Hold on.
Now, this is where go ahead. Not only, I'm not so much of a person to talk about myself. I like to my action show. But guys, if you're watching this, whether it's this Thursday or the Thursday after that, you come to the best venue in Las Vegas. You come see my boys. Then
you see my boy, man.
You get to see your boy, because not only am I a great performer, as these guys mentioned, and I will show you better than I can tell you, I'm a great freestyle artist. And the person that I'm bringing this Thursday, and even the people who may be coming, you guys may be watching it and may pick a Thursday to come, you're gonna see something really different when your boy pull up on that microphone. So you get ready to pull up, because they're not like us on this side.
They not like us. Hey, let's go quickly. So he just reminded me, we got a lot of topics to cover. My bad. That was my phone. So real quick, like he said, this dude is a phenomenal performer. But on the topic of fatherhood, we'll go real quickly. If you don't mind sharing how many kids you have, and then we're gonna go and segue into you overcoming so that you can continue to be. So go ahead, share it real quick.
I got 2 beautiful baby boys.
Okay.
One is 9 now, and one is going to be 6.
Copy that.
And they're my precious pride and joy. 2 different beautiful women in my life, and they're, regardless of our downfalls or inconsistencies, they're great mothers. I don't blame them for nothing, and I'll say that live on camera. I have much love and respect for them, even giving me the gifts of fatherhood, and also being great mothers despite our personal issues. Those kids they're amazing. Bottom line.
I seen you. It was quite some time ago, maybe some months ago, but I think I seen you posting with your kids. Right? That was very few months, some months ago. But you can tell when you, as a dad, you can tell when that man is really happy. You can tell when he's really where he wants to be, where he's really going.
I don't think, I'm happy. Now get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. We're going to talk about it in a minute, but I'll say it openly. I'm currently earning my way back into my kids' life from certain situations and things that, as a man and as a father, as a person, being a human being, you know, I've messed up some things, crossed some boundaries. I thought I was doing the right thing in some areas, and then I wasn't. Didn't know certain things moving forward in my life, and due to those things, certain things happened, and now this is my way of really showing not only myself but my boys how much I'm willing to fight to be with them. But I am happy even currently through this overcoming and everything that's going on with music, my sobriety, all that stuff. But I don't think I can be truly at happiness until I got both of my princes next to me.
I hear you. Like I said,
they give me a sense of kingdom. They give me a sense of kingdom because they depend on me. They love me. They got me.
They gonna praise you and be happy anytime. As soon as they see you coming in the door. Hey, Pops. Hey, Dad.
That part.
Hey, Poppy.
And I can only hope that I can only hope that my Papi, mira papá, ven aquí papá. But I can only hope that my sons, that I was able to pass down some internal morals to them, even though I'm not with them currently, because I forgave my dad, but he wasn't in my life all my life. And I don't think he even cared to try. But like right now, currently what I'm doing is I got 2 books, one for each son. And as I think about them, as things occur in my life, good or bad, I choose to be honest on paper. And the day comes when I obtain them again, and I get to see them, and things start to go smoothly again, and I feel like I know I'm ready for this, and it's consistent. I want to give them these books, and I hope that they can forgive me like I forgave my dad, even for the small little bit of time that I'm away from them. I hope that they can see that regardless of this, I took the initiative to take this little bit of time away, but to ultimately internally heal, so I can be a better father to them moving forward.
Let's talk about it, man. And one of the reasons why I respect him so much, when you know we kind of walk past him, one of the things I respect about you so much is your transparency. It's your ability to be open and use your story as a testimony. You never know what someone else is going through. It's hard being a dad alone, balancing all of the things that we go through. So if you do want to share, you can, but share a little bit about what you're doing to overcome it, because it takes a lot. You're strong. I see you holding yourself accountable every day. Every day I see you holding yourself accountable.
We say it all the time in the world, you know, tell your story, people can relate. But then it gets to a point where, how deep is chapter 7 in my life, and do I really want to do I really want to read this part of this book to everybody? But I'm at a point in my life where I truly don't give a fuck. And I've done so much in my life that I know I've done right, that I've done righteously by God. And still, I've made one small mistake, and that's the thing that they pointed out and remembered. So I no longer cling to being perfect or trying to make things or keep things to myself. I am totally open, so let's get right into it. Your boy, bad relationships, the nightlife, the performing, you know, the making the money that I've been able to make. It comes to a point where I think Will Smith said it in an interview. To me, that was a high. He says something about there's a cliff top where when you're at rock bottom, you wanna these things are when you're at rock bottom, it's loneliness, it's empty. But also when you get to a certain point where like Fremont, I'm great there, but I no longer go there and feel like I'm connected. I go there for a purpose, but it still sometimes feel empty.
I'm the same way.
And because of the emptiness, the relationships, you know, some decisions not going my way, things I thought I'd done right, hardships even from my childhood that I thought I hashed out, that creeped into my late 20s, creeped into my early 30s. As I'm 32 now, it resurfaced, and I realized it is a problem. It is painful. Played out in my parenting sometimes. It played out in my ex-marriage. It played out in a lot of areas to where I didn't have the tools that I possess now. I didn't have the people I possess now. I didn't have my faith in the Lord and the Lord's hand on my life the way I do right now. So it's like I ran to the only escapes I could. But then the escapes on a social level became my escapes on a private level. And what I mean by that is socially I could rip a bump and then a week could go by to it and there's nothing. It used to be, I could take a shot here. It's a celebration for a homie's birthday or a wedding or whatever, and then I'm cool. Once these problems started to surface and I didn't know how to handle the pressure anymore, when reaching out didn't work, when I felt like God wasn't talking to me back, even though I couldn't hear him, I couldn't even feel him. I felt like I was creating that missed service, but it leaned me over to the alcohol, leaned me over to the cocaine. Then it got to a point where I started to realize how bad it was getting, because it was like, oh, I sold myself on I need a bump to wake up, but I also sold myself on the same idea that I needed a bump to go to sleep.
Right.
And that became unmanageable for me. But then I used to sell and the reason why I lasted, quite a few years is because then you making music and you think about people like Jimi Hendrix or Bruno's situation in the past, other artists you look up to, and you start to see the nightlife that they used to have or the things that, the music that came out. And I used to think, oh, y'all,
that's some good music. That's some good music.
You listen to the music I create when I'm high, it's crazy, but I prayed to God, help me find that same openness and freedom when you get that liquid courage or when you get that superhero high off a line of cocaine. Help me possess that within my heart naturally, so I can be more of a service to the world. Because the issue was, I would make these records that I don't finish. I would feel great at night and do a show that's awesome, but then I would end up with promiscuity. So somebody random. I wanted to get away from my ex, so therefore I got under somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't handling commitments. I was making mistakes and opportunities that were at me. I didn't look at them as big enough or great enough, and there was pride and ego there as well. So it kept me. But like now, you know, I've been going to NA meetings, and I'm opening up and sharing my story openly, and I know I'm gonna be judged for some of the things I'm saying.
So what?
This, and I don't. I'm gonna look at the camera. If you're gonna be the person that judge me, knowing that we all go through things together, and I'm just trying to relate to you, sincerely, fuck you.
Hey,
but,
for real, drop the bomb on
for
that.
those who made mistakes, drop a bomb on.
Come on, Flex.
It got a delay.
The bomb got dropped.
But we're not gonna delay this message.
No,
but for
for
those,
real, we're not.
For parents, people are like, whatever. We all make mistakes. Maybe not the same ones.
Right.
But
we all make mistakes.
Got issues. And I'm just asking you guys humbly and sincerely, don't judge me without knowing the history of why, and allow me to continue to be honest to you, because I'm never gonna stop. But I hope my honesty not makes you judge me, but makes you relate to me in a way that you feel like you can transmute your situation and become better. That's all.
Talk to me. Let me be honest with you real quick.
But you know, the cocaine, the cocaine, the white stuff. Like I'm writing a song about it now called Addiction. That I'm gonna deliver to the NA meeting in hopes that we can use it in some way. 9 days ago from today, I relapsed. Right? And that's what made me go to the meeting in the first place. Because I told myself, if I ever messed up again after all this months of being sober, or just a few months, I'm making it sound like it was almost a year, just a couple months. But all this the time that I actually put in. Right. If it happens again, I'm not making no excuses. I'm gonna seek outside help. And it went left. It could have been a crash out. But I caught myself, and thanks to the woman that I'm bringing on Thursday,
copy that.
She was there for me. I cried to her. She asked me to keep it honest, and that was one of the first times in my adult life where I was able to look at a feminine woman who I knew innately made me feel like she was there for me. And she let me cry. She let me be honest. She didn't judge me. And 6 hours later, I'm at a meeting.
And you met this dude, which is crazy.
And now, I saw you, my boy.
And now, now we gotta be connected. Real quick, I'm gonna be honest.
That's how it happened. I like 12 hours before you saw me, I'm crying for my life, and I'm screaming, and I'm talking to her name is Lola. I'm talking to her.
Shout out Lola.
Shout out Lola. I love you, mama. When you see this interview, you are a special woman, and I hope that everyone sees you the way I do.
I hope everyone got themselves a special Lola. Every man needs themselves a Lola.
I got a Lola.
Every man you got a Lola?
Lola?
Her last name is Bunny too. Hold on.
Well, my Lola, she makes peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on
tortillas. I seen that this morning.
Y'all saw that?
Hey,
now. I said, what in the Mexican is this?
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, whoa, okay, that's new. But if it was black, you would have put that in some oil. Real quick, let me.
You ever had a fried peanut butter and jelly?
No, the Jamaican people be like, "Oh, y'all American black people gotta fry everything." I was like, "Yeah, you're right." I had to think about it. But real quick, man. So we talked about this dude's talent and his ability to control an atmosphere, right? Yes. And we also talked about him making his transition from one place to making sure he's permanently somewhere and in his kid's life. He got to be mentally somewhere so that he can be in his kid's life.
Anybody going through what they're going through, whether it's addiction, whether it doesn't have to be a substance. It could be addicted to negative thinking. Right. It could be addicted to toxic relationships, addicted to being abused, because that's a thing too. I've seen some women who went through that, and some men. No matter what you're going through, it's like you can find humor in all of your bullshit.
Right.
I have learned to not judge even me on my downfalls. Maybe at that moment I need to feel what I'm feeling, But after a couple of hours, it's now my fault if I'm letting an issue drag on a week or two.
For real.
So if you're going through something right now,
I need to hear that myself.
yo, brush your shoulders off, feel what you gotta feel, take responsibility, and literally find the humor. Because I cannot tell you guys how many times I've been on Fremont and other stages where I was open about the mistake I made, but I turned it into some kind of bar or some type of funny. Like I get my nails done, guys, right?
Always.
And I talked about doing so much coke at one point where it looked like I had French tips. And everybody around me just started laughing because
I was trying not to laugh
because of how weird it sounded. But
well, no, just funny. Like you, like damn, I can't see it. Look
look, I got French tips, but it was that bad, you know.
I believe it.
It was getting to that, but I found the humor in my situation and turned it into a bar that I wanted to relate to people.
Right.
But also a bar I found was funny. Like I get my nails done and I'm a very comfortable metrosexual male. But saying something like French tips will either throw you off or make you what the hell?
No, it really is.
But then when you know why, the substance, then you can chuckle like
You can find a joke in it. It's a real bar in it. It's a literal bar, and it's comical too.
And it's comical. And like there's so many times where like lately, this night that when a few hours after I relapsed.
Okay.
When I was going to the meeting 2 hours, 9 days ago, I get on Instagram to post what happened and what I was doing and the mistake I made openly. I don't know what made me do it, but I've always been afraid to really touch on my addictive personality, to really touch on fatherhood, because I wanted to keep certain parts of my life private.
Right.
But once I did that and I saw the response in my DMs, the response in my comments, people who I've known since Philadelphia that I grew up with in high school, middle school, ex-girlfriends I've dated, reaching out to me, telling me about substance abuses and things that I never knew that they went through when I knew them.
Oh, that's heavy.
And they were, even in the comments, they were opening up to me. So I made it like my mission now to be as ultimately honest, to be fully transparent, no matter whether it's addiction or drug related or just personal life. There's certain things you keep in the tuck that keep you safe.
Right.
But there's nothing I'm gonna say within this conversation that I feel like is gonna like giving somebody my address or telling somebody what place I stay around. That's different. Telling you guys, I'm an addict, alcoholic, and I'm a substance abuser at one point, and telling you exactly how it manifested and how it unfolded and how I overcame it, I think could be more of a service rather than judgment.
Oh, it will.
Seeing that on Instagram,
and that's
seeing
okay.
that all over the media was crazy, and it made me want to reach out.
That's okay. And with that being said, where you are normally in your comfort zone, where you normally shining the most is when you perform it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it gives you confidence more or not, but we have seen him down there on Fremont downtown controlling a whole crowd of people. That has to be God-given. You know what I'm saying?
So
that has to be something that was ordained upon you. But let's talk about it. Man, the dude go viral. Online. Go ahead.
Not so love. I was going to ask the Brody, do you remember the first time you ever performed on Fremont?
Yeah, okay. So the first time, there's two first times for me.
All right.
And I'm going to tell you these two first times. The first time I ever went out there is when I came fresh from Philadelphia. Got the opportunity to come out here. I flew out here. I got a chance to see Fremont and some of the street performers at that time.
Right.
And what they were doing to make money and promote themselves. And I started off as a dancer.
Okay.
I started off dancing there. There was a dude named Jack Frost. He was the first white guy to ever bring freestyling to Fremont, as far as I'm concerned.
I think I remember you talking
I met him, and that's how I met my boy Vibe, who ended up making like a little group with me afterwards.
Okay.
And we started doing that then. The first time I went out there, nerve-wracking. Nobody's paying a ticket to see me. I didn't know if I was good enough. Like I came from Philadelphia as an insecure artist. 10 years ago, I am nowhere near the confident expresser that I am today.
Right.
So being in front of strangers, not ticket buyers.
Right.
It's a different light.
Yeah.
And then, as you know, you either stop them immediately and keep them, or they walk away in 10 seconds. It's like looking at Instagram. 3 seconds, I don't like it. Move over.
Right, for real. You got to be a hell of a performer to keep them engaged.
But I built something at that first time that I kept with me even when I left Fremont in 2016.
All right.
2020, I come out of incarceration for a car accident that was totally my fault. Caught a DUI for it. Fine. And that was 3 weeks after my biggest show I've ever done in Vegas. We sold out the Access showroom at the Aliante Casino in 2021. I mean, in 2020, January 11th. 3 weeks later, I'm incarcerated.
Damn.
But I learned so much about me and the books I read and I did something called a sentence modification form in which I was able to write the judge the things I was learning. And I was so happy that I was given number 8135769. Because I'm no longer Jonathan and I'm no longer JTruth PA. And I literally had to discover who I was behind that orange jumpsuit.
Understand.
But back to the first time I'm on Fremont.
All right.
I'm working at a call center. I'm making $100 to $200 a week. Not enough even to send my boys cash.
Right,
and I'm fresh out, 3 months, 4 months out, and it's summertime. I'm with my health and mental coach.
Right.
His name was JJ, and one of my guys at the time, and he used to bring me to mental development seminars, like Tony Robbins type of events in Utah, and I had a chance to really dig in deep there. So at the call center, I don't know what got into me. A big fuck you was in my system because I'm like, I'm not fulfilling what my body is, what God has planned for me.
Right.
So I literally got up and walked out, hopped in my car. Something was itching. I already knew I'm gonna get fired because I never came back.
Right.
But I did. But this is the human mind for me, and this is what I want to tell people about, like belief or like self-preservation, motivating yourself, whatever. Because I get me a speaker from my homie, a DJ. I get a mic. I say I've already learned what to do on Fremont, and I know what my show's about.
Right.
Fuck it, I'm going. But that same night I wanted to go, I caught myself walking into Nacho Daddy to apply for a second job.
I got you.
Because my mind couldn't rely on the unknown. It wanted to rely on at least I'm receiving a consistent paycheck that's guaranteed to me. Damn. I go out there. So this is God. This is God. I tell them guys, listen, I got hired. No offense, everybody, but I'm confident to say anywhere I walk into, I will get the job. Thank you. But I walked in there, got the job. They gave me shit. I said, look, I'm gonna go see my sons for an issue in California. I'll be back on Monday if you want to hire me. Any day from Monday on, I am ready to go. They call me Saturday morning. I'm on the road already. He's talking to me about me coming to work, and I'm like, well, I did mention this previously.
Right.
He starts talking to me like, and I'm getting hired as a bus. The guys in the back.
Dishwashers?
Bus boy?
The bus boy. Pretty much the bus with the buses.
I got you.
And you're talking to me like a literal busser. Like I'm a trash guy. I'm nobody.
Right.
And I was like, I haven't even worked I worked the shift for you guys yet. You don't know my personality, who I am.
Right.
And you're talking to me like as if I'm nobody. I don't want to work for an establishment like this.
Yeah, I
hung
like
up, went to go be with my son, and while I'm with him, I'm my youngest son. I'm with my youngest.
Right.
My mind is like, damn, what am I doing when I get back? What am I doing when I get back? What am I doing when I get back?
Right.
But then it was like, you already know what to do. You just don't want to do it because you fucking scared.
Right.
You scared to go back out there and show them what you got. So then I went out there and I showed them what I got. I said, okay, that's the devil talking to me, but God knows better. I know God knows me better than that.
Right.
God knows my heart. And he ain't give me a gift to just sit and hold it dormant.
Not at all.
So let me grab my balls and let me go out there, and whoever stops, at least it'll be. I'd rather make $60 doing what I love than $100 working for somebody who don't respect me.
For real.
That's
so I was like, whatever's gonna happen out there, it's gonna be better than working for this.
Type shit.
First 30 minutes, $600-700. 30 minutes.
I'm already knowing.
I said I'm never going back to work again.
We ain't trying to watch your pockets.
Man,
we don't want to give them no amount, but we have seen this dude make a nice amount down there. So,
but I'll talk about it openly.
Don't do it. We don't want the pocket watchers. Oh, call as soon as they gonna call it. Hey, I saw you on here. Hey, I know you can make this every night. Don't do it.
No. You gonna talk about this? I had these 2 expensive shiny pennies at all times in my pocket. What are you talking about? I had these 2. Man, I was making shiny pennies every night, bro.
I've seen it personally more than once.
No, for real. If you look at his Instagram, you might catch it a little bit because he every night, and
the rappers and stuff flex the money on the time,
right?
And I'm not here to say, oh, I make a lot of money. It's not that. I'm not here to flex. I am not doing better than the next guy. What I'm saying is to people, and why I was saying like I was gonna talk about it. I want people to understand that despite everything I went through, hear me out, guys. Despite everything I went through and everything I'm still overcoming, hear what I'm saying. I worked for somebody. And I was already telling you guys that I'm comfortable and I'm happy to make 60 doing what I love than 100 working for somebody else. Right. But imagine leaving working for somebody else and making 10 times what they paid you. That's what I'm talking about.
Drop the bomb on his ass.
That's what I'm talking about. It wasn't some, I make a bag every night. No, it's regardless of what I'm making, it was always more than that. Not because of just the financial, but how I walked away as a man, how I walked away with self-respect, how I had integrity
with
because
your talent.
with my talent, and I got a chance to exercise it. I feel better going to sleep because I was in control of something for the first time in my personal life.
Damn.
No, I feel you.
Bro, it's deep. Bro, it's philosophical tonight. He's preaching tonight.
Drop another bomb.
No, for real. Go jump it. Watch out. Here go the blast. But
I don't mean to be, bro. It's just,
it's good though.
This is what God made me
it's good.
out of all the stuff that I've been through.
That's what we
this
need.
Is how I got to talk to people.
You know what's crazy? The fact, or not the fact, but yes, the fact that how you do display and distribute, how you talk to people, I didn't see you personally, bro, make the night of these tourists. They come out to Vegas thinking the whole Vegas hangover thing, yada yada yada, and they run into JTruth
down there on that strip.
Fremont.
We done seen it.
Nobody expects to hear
The
positivity
ladies,
in a nightlife area.
You told a couple to have sex, and I know they did. But it looked like they was mad.
Baby, you love your wife. Don't be a disgrace.
It looked like they was
back and put your thing in his face.
It looked like they was mad at each other. It looked like they was mad at each other at first. And then he brought them together. You know what I'm saying?
I think that by telling my story on Fremont and being as open as I have been, and being this wild energy of like, I know nonsense, don't give a fuck. I tell people the same thing every night. Y'all came in for 3 reasons. Leave your problems at home, you're on vacation, and what happens in Vegas?
Stay in Las Vegas.
Hopefully.
But then the moment that they come here, they worry about a whole bunch of people they're not going to see next week.
Right.
So my whole show has been based around this premise of y'all coming here looking all bad, ladies. You come in, fellas, with your flyest J's and the most jewelry you got on, but you walking like everybody else next to you.
That part.
You walking like the other sheep that are all walking too. Nobody's happy.
Right.
But there's drinks, there's gambling. If that's your shit, you should be able to. You should have a smile ear to ear.
If
you with your lady, you should.
No, you should be happy if you got your lady.
You got your lady. She just wants to have a drink with you and dance, and you just walking up and down doing nothing.
Real quick. And speaking of, if you're with your lady, every Thursday you can catch JTruth performing at Dragon Gate in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Dragon Gate.
Performing and giving you some of the hottest talent and some of the hottest that you've seen.
And I'm not just hot, baby. We fuego on this side.
Hey, keep your girl away, because he gonna say, "Dímelo, mami, come up with." She gonna say, here's the. I was just playing. He ain't gonna do that.
No, he is gonna do that, and she gonna follow. So you better cuff your woman.
I'm telling you. So real quick, and I don't usually do this, but we have to do it because we got a phenomenal artist with us. Hey man, like I said, every Thursday, we have the privilege of performing with this guy. He's a super talented performer. Yeah. He's gonna engage with the crowd. He sings, he raps, and he dances. You know what I'm saying? But he does a lot. And like I said, when you catch him on Thursday, you will not be disappointed, man. So do you want anything to say? Do you want to promote or tell them anything, where to find you before we get up out of here?
I will, but I want to say, cross your T's, dot your I's, and then recite it to yourself. It's your message. It's your truth for all the lies you've ever felt. You gotta perfect your message simply because this world needs your help. How you want this world to listen when you don't listen to yourself?
Hold on. You gotta say that again. Hold on. We got something for you. You're gonna have to do that to this beat. No,
come on,
no, play it. Let him do it. Let him do it.
Come on.
Let him do it.
That was nice.
Come on, put me on the spot.
Let him go.
I didn't mean to.
Nah,
let him go though.
You already did it.
That part.
Put that beat up a little bit.
Turn it up.
Yeah,
your
put it
phones.
up for me. Put it up for me in my phones. But louder.
That's you got it louder? Yeah, I got you.
All right, let me see. Look, I stay on track like a puma. I'm a few inches short of becoming a ruler. I'm about to die, living like Trey Songz, so my dreams on school, but I feel trapped and there's no way out like Cuba. Success seems hard, but I'm trying. The life I live is rough, so it's hard to shine bright like a diamond. I've been in a position where all I'm learning is lessons of pain for things I don't even never paying attention. Stop, pause, wait a minute, I'ma tell you who I am right now. I'm an addictive personality, man. Understand I'm him right now. Cross your T's, dot your I's, and then recite it to yourself. It's your message, it's your truth. For all the lies you've ever felt. You gotta perfect your message simply because this world needs your help. How you want this world to listen when you don't listen to yourself. But now that we acapella, I just want to say bye to everybody going through something just one more time. Despite what you're going through, you can make it out. And fuck all the haters and what they're talking about. God has ordained you to be your best. So don't go to sleep, man, with all that stress. Fellas or ladies, it don't matter at all, because if you give it to God, you can never fall.
Hey, what a perfect way to end, man. Hey, drop the bump. Hey, Hey, man, like I said, man, we here for the dads. We here for just strictly dads. You know, we're not one of them podcasts that get on there talking about the bull, talking about this. Hey, 4 extras off the back. We ain't doing all that. All we talk about is the father stuff, man.
And don't worry about being perfect. As you saw, the freestyle came a little edgy. Bro, be happy with your mistakes. Be happy with your issues. Be happy with your problems. Find humor in it and use those same things as all the fuel you need to be the best version of you. I promise you're talking to an addict right now who's overcoming every single day more and more of the bullshit that I've had since I was a child, and I am always happy to express it. And I know that you got it in you to do it as well. So, Fathers from the Hood, thank y'all for letting me just
thank
talk
you, brother.
bit,
Thank you. And you can be back anytime you want. For real. You got anything to say before we get up out of here?
Man, keep being great fathers to them children.
Man, that's what I say.
It's all good, though. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to JTruth, PA.
Shout out.
Building, though, the best performer I've ever witnessed.
Fire.
I promise you.
Fire.
Where it's at. You know what I'm saying? LMC, M.C. We in the building.
JTruth,
Fathers
PA,
from
baby.
the hood, man. Swang.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Lumi Frames, Power Tripping, Chill Boys. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting us. We love you.
And real quick,
go ahead.
You can find me at Call Me JTruth, CALLME, the letter J, the word TRUTH for truth, because we don't lie over here, baby. And you can follow me on TikTok as well as the letter JTruth PA, just JTruth PA. Thank you guys.
And y'all keep being great fathers to them kids, man. We love y'all, man. Y'all be out, man. Hey, until next time.
Until next time.
Woo!